Wimmy didn't get this player of the year?
No, he didn't get defensive player of the year. Rudy Gobert did.
They hated on him like that, though?
It's ridiculous, bro.
I feel like Rudy deserved it, though.
Rudy said Rudy deserved.
In my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying Wemby doesn't have a shot at winning.
Yeah, did you see the stats? He played less minutes. He had more blocks, more
everything.
I just feel like production, bro. Rudy stepped out to the perimeter, blocked shots, was on a better total defense.
Rudy won it because his team got defense.
Yeah, I mean, I do think the way your team sits, like the record of your team, and I think that plays a factor.
It was too good to be true.
Yeah, they weren't gonna give it to her. They weren't gonna give it to him.
I really wanted him because he the GOAT. He won his rookie year. He the GOAT.
That back.
Oh my God, we starting early.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lunch Table Sports Podcast. I am your host, John Drummond. I am here with my co-host, Keon Butler and Jordan Luckett. And today we have a lot of interesting conversations to talk about today. We're going to be talking about reacting to Nikola Jokic winning the MVP. Can the Knicks make the NBA Finals? Is Jason Tatum a true number one? And ranking the last 5 NBA champions. So we got a lot to talk about today, and first off, I just want to talk about the games that happened yesterday, which is the Knicks versus the Pacers and the Timberwolves versus the Nuggets. I know, Keon, you've been waiting on a Nuggets victory, so you can start out, bro.
I have been waiting on the Nuggets victory, but we're going to talk about that Pacers game first. That was a beautiful game.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be honest, that game was all luck. Like, that Nembhard shot, no, let's be for real. Okay. A double step back from 31 feet, bro, and he fumbled the ball, too.
He was hooping.
No,
he went 1 for 7,
bro.
At the right moment.
No, look, I mean, it was a tough shot. Like what Paul George said today, it was a bad shot.
It was a bad shot.
But I mean, I guess because the time was running out,
he had
to shoot it.
Dame chose to down.
And then the following shot, it was 2 bad shots in a row. Just one happened to go in.
Yeah, literally.
Jalen Brunson shot. That was.
Well, y'all remember? I remember really last podcast how we was talking about the difference maker. You see how aggressive Halloween playing?
No. He been stepping out.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing real aggressive and it's helping him.
But he
compete.
He should have been playing like that. Like he should have been did that.
Because he didn't play like that against the Bucks.
I know. But I'm saying he should have been did that because he was an all-star. He can play like that, but it's just that he just wasn't.
He wanted to get his teammates involved, which I understand. That's why Siakam was popping off like that because he was laying back.
Now Siakam's not popping off, so we need
somebody.
Some
type of balance.
Especially like if you're going up against a team like the Knicks who have just one creator on offense. You need both your guys to really show up.
Creator because Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but in the end of the day, like if you really need someone to take over,
when it comes to scoring, yeah, but the hustle Josh Hart got is
I get that. Trust me,
he's bro.
I didn't know
he's like one of the best role players I've ever seen. Like I feel like he's so good that he's almost not a role player, but he is a role player. Like he plays.
Yeah, he didn't reach
like Derek White. Yeah. A lot of people are like, Derek White's an all-star. Yeah. No, he's just a really good role player.
Exactly. I call him the ball head mom.
Once he cut his hair, he just got the hooping.
He really did.
Because he was hanging on to it
he's still ugly, but
as far as the Jalen Brunson shot, I mean, you didn't have a bad look, but instead you just tried to get fouled, and they weren't going for that. But I saw a lot of Knicks fans call him out. I've seen him take the blame for it, and it was just a bad shot. And to be foul hunting with seconds left in the game to potentially go up 3-0, it's not a good look at all. And
who taking it though? Who else gonna take it?
I understand that. I'm not saying pass the ball, but what I'm saying is, why are you foul hunting?
But that's the whole league now, though. To be honest, Joel Embiid, Shea, they all Trae Young, like their whole.
They gotta stop it because they've been changed the rules.
Yeah, the whole game. James Harden. That's why they tried to change the rule with James Harden because they was just literally all they do is try to get fouled, except for Miles.
That's why I put him so high.
Everybody else,
he changed the game.
Yeah, he really did.
He changed the game.
I give you that one. He really did because. That's when everybody does it now, like, because they know if you get to the line, free throws, they're free. So, like,
yeah, and I'm not totally against the foul baiting. Like, I can understand if you're having an off night and you decide to foul hunt a little bit just to get back in rhythm. I can understand that. Or like if you need easy buckets, foul hunt, but in the last shot of the game to try and foul hunt.
Because the refs don't even call them shots.
Yeah,
like, they talk about it like they're going to the last play unless it's obvious a foul, they're gonna let it play.
Exactly.
But to be
strictly foul hunting, you might as well throw a shot up because there's a 50-50 chance you get a foul call or not. So you might as well just take the shot.
Exactly. Sometimes it be a foul and they still don't call it. So it's just
he did own up to it though.
That's why I said I respect him for doing that because a lot of people would have been like, man, it was a foul. The refs missed the call. Blah blah blah. But he was like, yeah, it was a bad shot. It was a bad shot. I think
it happens though. He gonna make adjustments.
still got Knicks winning it though. But.
Yeah. To swing over into the first conversation, do you guys think the Knicks can make the NBA Finals?
Who?
The New York Knicks. You think they can make the NBA Finals?
You know,
honestly,
the way
75%.
75%.
The way the Celtics been playing, bro, they probably.
But
the Celtics, they have to.
That's the way I'm thinking.
This is how I look at it. You don't want to see the Knicks in Game 7. You don't want to see the Knicks in Game 7 because if we're just going strictly off playoffs, Jalen Brunson is the best player in that series. Mm-hmm. He's been playing the best when it matters the most. He's hit shot after shot after shot. So, and I know the Knicks can give the Celtics problems. The Celtics are a team who are very reliant on getting to their spots, whether it's beyond the arc, whether it's in the mid-range, whether it's getting to the basket. And the Knicks have multiple defenders like Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein. They can throw at Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis if he comes back, Derek White, to where they don't react well off of physical defense. So I could see this going 6 or 7 games. And if it goes 7 games, I don't know. I think Jalen Brunson can really rise to the occasion.
Past the Pacers, though.
Oh, the Knicks?
I feel like the Pacers gonna come out.
I mean, I think it's a conversation to be had, but I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think the Pacers have, because I don't. Even if the Pacers do make it past the Knicks, the Pacers are not gonna make it past the Celtics just because they're not.
Who said the Celtics beating the Cavs though? The way it's looking. Think about it though. They sell.
This is the thing. This is why I hate recency bias. This is why I hate recency, because I've seen all over Twitter, just because of Jason Tatum's bats, he's played 7 bad games right now. We are not going to forget that he has been to the Eastern Conference multiple times. He has the most points in a Game 7 in NBA history. We aren't going to forget who Jason Tatum. Yes, 53 points in a Game 7.
You naming these, but you sure did put Ant over him.
Who, me? Okay. But in the end of the day, I think Ant's ceiling is higher. Ant is younger, and I think his ceiling is higher. But we're not going to forget that Jason Tatum is who Jason Tatum is.
He's really that guy.
When he want to
be.
Yeah, he can be. I just don't understand. It's just like he just has these bad nights, but they're so like it happens so often. It's just like, is he really that guy?
It's more Jaylen Brown though.
It's not.
Jaylen Brown is, he plays better. He's been playing better than Jason Tatum.
We
have seen Tatum get scared. Not scared, but like play real.
Choke.
Let me talk about this real quick. The Boston Celtics, when they are winning, it's pretty much dominant wins. Mm-hmm. Like when they won the 4 games out of 5 against the Heat, all 4 of those wins were pretty dominant. When they beat the Cavs, they won by 25 points. We have not seen Jason Tatum really have to take over a quarter because he hasn't had to. You know, it's a 15 to 20 point lead by the start of the 4th quarter. So to really say that Jason Tatum has been struggling, I mean, I can understand it. But at the end of the day, I really do not care what happens or how Jason Tatum plays until they go to the finals, because in my opinion, they're still the overwhelming favorite. Mm-hmm. So,
and that just tells you about how weak really the East is. Like, there's really no like good competitive team in the East that can really challenge them. Like the Cavs, but the Cavs, they're still like they're missing something. They're missing like
are you talking about as of right now?
As of right now,
because Darius Garland, like I feel like Donovan doesn't really have another really like second.
I really hate how you try to push this Miami narrative, bro. I knew exactly what you meant when he said as of right now, because Jimmy Butler was hurt. I'm not, bro. We're not worried about Miami, bro. We're not worried about him. We're not.
The problem.
This is the thing. This Celtics team swept Miami, and I'm not. Okay, listen here. I'm not going to discredit the Miami Heat's run. I'm not. But I promise you, I could almost put $30 on it. If Jason Tatum does not get hurt in that Game 7, the Boston Celtics are the first team to come back from down 3. It was at home. They just won 3 straight. They were no. Anyway, we can move off of that. Hold
on. Wait.
Go ahead.
They did win 3 straight, but we was up. We could have got rid of them.
And did it? That's the thing.
Y'all did. Okay, we could have got rid of them earlier before the injury even happened.
I'm not gonna lie.
They did go on
It was like I thought Boston was gonna win, and then when Jason Tatum got hurt, I turned it off. when I watched that game.
I had confidence about giving it the whole way. I don't care if he was.
I feel like eventually a team will come back down 0-3. Like, I feel like it's bound
It's gonna
to
happen. It's gonna
bound to
happen.
I think it's probably gonna be LeBron just added on to his greatest achievement. Just
Clip that. That.
Yeah,
Because that's a real hot take.
that's not a hot take.
No, at 40 years old, that's a hot take. If LeBron James is the best player on the team at 40 years old, no, they're not coming back.
I mean, he's literally the best player in the NBA. So
No,
he's going to be
not.
the best player on the floor.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's
not.
Oh my God.
I love
Jordan.
LeBron. I love LeBron.
bro,
I love LeBron.
I respect him.
But he is not. He's not a top 5 player in the league right now. He's
You
not.
can name 5 people better than
Yes.
LeBron right now. Name 5 people.
Jokic, Luka, Embiid, Giannis.
No. Embiid is not better than LeBron. You're saying Embiid is better than LeBron?
As of right now, yes,
no,
he
he's
is.
not. So you rather take Embiid on your team than LeBron on your team?
For 40-year-old
Shea.
LeBron James, I'd rather
Oh
take
my
Embiid.
gosh.
Shay.
And if I'm not even talking about who would I rather take. There's like 8 or 9 people in the NBA I'd rather have over LeBron right now.
No,
There's
Look,
8 or 9.
look,
and
we're not
and,
saying like
and
they're-
I'm gonna name them.
I can only name one
I'd rather
person.
have Jokic right now. I'd rather have Luka right now. I'd rather have Wemby right now. I'd rather have Giannis. I'd rather have SGA. I'd rather have Ant. And I'm not even saying these guys are better players. I'm talking about the youth of the everybody
Few
I
of-
just
few of
mentioned.
our better
okay,
players.
Okay. You're saying youth, but I'm talking about players that are better than LeBron right now.
Players that are better than LeBron right now.
Performing better.
Luka,
No, just better.
Jokic, Giannis.
No, Giannis is not better than LeBron James.
As of right now, he
No,
is.
he's not.
As of right now, he
No,
is.
Giannis didn't even play this season.
As of right now, he
barely even
is.
played
I
this
feel like
season.
I'm going crazy.
He barely even played it. He was hurt. You saying you wasn't taking a hurt player?
We know
over
what
a healthy
LeBron
This
is.
is the
Look,
thing.
Jordan, we know what he is, but you have to
Y'all
like.
don't know what he is.
Yes, we
bro.
don't. Yes, we
Y'all
do know
don't
what he
deserve LeBron.
is.
That's what I'm
Yes, we.
saying.
This is the
Bron,
thing.
they
This is
don't
John
deserve
really
you.
knows.
They don't love you, Bron. I love you.
No.
I know what you
This
do.
is blind faith. This is
God.
blind faith.
let's get
This
back
is
on
you
topic
have to
before I
be.
get mad.
You have to be unbiased in the sports world.
I am unbiased.
No, this is not. This is not unbiased.
You just said
Okay,
LeBron,
I'm
40 years
biased.
old.
Now what? It don't matter, bro. It don't
Okay.
matter.
Okay. Just know that this whole conversation right there, that's getting clipped and getting put on
It
YouTube
don't
TV,
matter. LeBron-
or it's being put on YouTube Reels.
Man.
So we'll see what they say.
LeBron
We'll
gonna
see.
be there till forever.
But okay. So getting back on topic. Can the Knicks make the finals? Yes or no? We had our conversation. We had our breakdown. Yes.
Yeah, let's just say yes. Let's say
I
yes.
don't think they can. If Kristaps Porzingis comes back, I don't think they have a true shot.
But
That's another thing. Why I feel
but he has to be their X factor. Because honestly, when he was playing in the league, like during the season, he was like the X factor. Like he
Yeah,
was
the
the reason
score
they were
facer.
blowing teams out because how good he was, like from 3, and he was even playing better defense than I've even.
Defense
We really
was
even see
there.
him play even when he was on New York. Like it
And
was,
I
it
think
was crazy.
with that team, they can run a 5-out offense, and that's what makes it so hard to guard the Boston Celtics because you have all 5 of your guys on the perimeter. You know,
But
you
a
have
5-out doesn't always necessarily always work though.
Now,
Yeah,
You
but-
saw that with the Suns.
now with
5-out did not work.
Zingis, that when him not playing and Jimmy playing, that's what made me more. If he would have been playing, I probably would have thought a little different.
we still
Because that
pushing
team,
that heat narrative.
that team,
You still talk about Jimmy Butler,
we're
bro.
gonna push it every year.
Bro, he's
Okay.
a troll. I don't think he really
We're
wants
gonna
to
push
be
it every year.
NBA.
And I'm not saying it's gonna happen. We get KD, Boston might as well go home early. They might well not even play.
Bro, who do you think Kevin Durant is?
Him.
Like
No, but he's getting
Kevin
old.
Durant's
He-
not pushing that. He's about to be
Don't
37.
matter.
Like
No, he's not LeBron James, and I ain't ready to
Hold on.
Like, that's the thing.
Think about the team he's going to.
bro, the team he's going to is one of the worst offenses in the league.
With KD, that's going to
Like, he was just on.
brother.
Yeah. Okay.
This is,
Okay. All right. So since we kind of already covered Jason Tatum, so we're gonna move that to a later part in the show. Nikola Jokic just won his 3rd MVP in 4 seasons. I just want to hear some of you guys' instant reactions off of that just happened.
I'm going to be honest. The new rules gave him the MVP.
What's
You
the
got to
new
play a
rules?
certain amount of games to qualify.
No, I was because it was.
Because Embiid, the run he was going on, he was bound to get it this year.
Yeah, but you're not. Even
But
if the
he-
65 game rule wasn't a thing, you're not gonna give the MVP to somebody that played 35 games.
I mean, not that low of a game, but Embiid played enough.
No, he didn't play enough.
He did not play enough.
How many games?
He missed like 2-3 months.
Yeah, he didn't
You're
play
not gonna
enough.
But
give
he-
somebody the MVP that missed 3 months.
But
He
at that
wasn't
point,
even
he gave up though because he already knew.
He
Okay,
wasn't,
I'm
he
not
wasn't
getting it.
even in a race for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Once he got injured, he wasn't. No, but if he would
What
have
did you
played,
say?
if he
wasn't
would
in a race.
After he got injured, he wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
After he got injured, he wasn't. But if he would have played the 65, I think he would have been like a overwhelming MVP. Like
But Jokic deserved it. But
the production, the production.
I didn't know Shea got second.
I think he deserved it. I mean, when we talk about seeding, I can understand why you would put SGA over Luka, and I think it was deserving for Nikola Jokic.
So when it comes to MVP, are we strictly going off regular season?
Yeah.
Strictly regular season.
Strictly on how your team performs, or how you
perform
contribute to helping your team perform, or
how you perform on a winning team.
Exactly.
Because they're not gonna give MVP to somebody dropping 40 on a bad terrible team.
Why is that though?
I would say the only time I've seen people win MVP and they're not towards the top of their conference is twice. I mean, that's when Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double. Never happened before. And then Nikola Jokic was almost averaging a triple-double as a 6th seed with Jamal Murray and what was his name? Michael Porter Jr. being out. Mm-hmm. So I can understand those. That's something that we won't probably see for a while. So it's like,
so there's no snubs. You feel like he just got it.
No, I thought Luka was gonna win it. I thought Luka. I mean, I feel like Luka played. I mean, no.
I feel like Luka deserved it.
Yeah, was he almost at a triple double?
Yeah,
Luka, yeah.
But Luka always first with he always.
Yeah, we see that. What's really killing Luka? If Luka was a number 2 seed, I think he would have been unanimous.
I feel like the MVP is kind of like all-star snubs. Like players can go crazy and it's not enough.
But one thing I was thinking about, it's going to be really hard for a lot of these players to win MVPs with how basketball is played now. If we look back at 2007, Dirk Nowitzki won the MVP, averaging 24 points and 7 rebounds. Like
the league is just changing.
The league, you have to literally average maybe 30 plus or average like 28, 10, and 8 to be an MVP candidate. And there's guys like
you gotta be winning.
There's guys like Domantas Sabonis. I know Domantas Sabonis it's back again, but I'm gonna figure out how to get that taken out. But guys like Domantas Sabonis, who averaged like 21 points, maybe 12 rebounds and 8 assists. That's good enough to win a MVP back in 2008 or 2007. But now that's not going to get you an MVP. He was top 5 or maybe top 7 in MVP
numbers, right?
Yeah, and he didn't even make the All-Star game.
That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that.
It's like
because
now
the league is changing. Scoring is becoming easier. That's why
people are getting more talented.
Yeah, everybody's more talented. That's why the scoring back then and like the way it's played now is like it's crazy. Like
we need to be done with them. It's a new generation. They need to just accept it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why. Well, that's a different conversation about the GOAT debate. But that's why like LeBron, like KD, all of them. Like imagine you putting KD back then. Like that's what John was saying. If KD averages numbers back then. KD
it was a take
MVP every time.
It was a take. I think it was on Instagram. They were saying like you could put somebody. You don't even got to put no high level player like that. You could put somebody like DeMar DeRozan. Back then. And
exactly.
But that's just how the game is played though.
Yeah.
Like that's like a conversation that's never gonna end. We can always say, oh, if we put Jordan in this era, or if we put DeMar in that era, like that's not a conversation.
Well, I feel the mindset is different too. Yeah, like they don't think to shoot that many threes. That's why Jordan wasn't a good 3-point shooter. I love LeBron, but I really do feel like if Jordan if he wanted to shoot threes, if he wanted to play that way, he could have been a good 3-point. He would have been effective, but they didn't play like that. So that's why I can use it as my debate.
Understand
LeBron shot better from 3.
I feel like it's just common sense that they have to know that people's going to improve over time no matter what.
I mean, that's evolution. It's evolution. It's always evolution. That's why I went from all you needed was a 7-foot center, and all you gotta do is throw him the ball, and he gonna dunk it every time. That's why to win a ring. But now it's changed to now I need a guard to do this. Now I need somebody to set up the offense. Now they running plays. Now they running defense.
You need every position.
If you think about it, like now, 7 years ago, it was all about the small ball lineup. Mm-hmm. It was like what 6'6" guy, 6'7" guy can rebound just enough to play my center. Like Draymond, you run my center. Jeff Green, you run my center. Tristan Thompson, you're 6'9", run my center. PJ Tucker, run my center.
To get down the court.
Exactly. Now it's like, okay, what center can we convert to a power forward?
Right.
Or like what 6'10", 6'11" guy can run the power forward position? Like when we look at a team like Oklahoma City, J-Dub is 6'5". He can't run the power forward position too much longer. They're going to get killed by the Timberwolves or the Nuggets.
Do you feel like when they come to Wemby, they're going to power forward him? Or
they're going to keep Wemby at center. They're going to keep Wemby.
Because his defense?
Because of the defense ability. Literally all he has to do is gain a couple of pounds. Mm-hmm. Because the
I feel like if Giannis could do it, he could really do it.
Yeah,
and
and look how Giannis came in.
He wasn't even that small as Giannis.
So like, if you just add a few pounds because the skill is there, for him to be a true defensive anchor and you can run the offense through him. Mm-hmm. So it's like we're talking about a guy who you can run an offense through and be the defensive anchor on any team he would decide to play on. Mm-hmm. So that's what would keep him at the 5 for me.
But then again, basketball's positionless, so really
though.
That 5 is.
I'm really starting to understand that over time.
Yeah, because really that 5 is like Jokic is a 5, but he's a guard. Like he plays point guard. I mean, he's not a guard, but he plays point guard. Like so, it's like that 5 is. That's why I said run the offense. Wemby in the post, high post. Now they got the same thing they're doing to Jokic. Wemby in the high post. And they got to collapse on him because he can either read and make the play or he can score. Like
and the way that Wemby is so talented. This is probably going to be in the comment like we glazing Wemby because we've talked about him a lot. But
when we see potential, you see potential.
Yeah, like I think with Wemby, I don't know, maybe I'm just tweaking, but if I was Wemby's coach, if I was the Spurs coach, I'd put Wemby all over the floor. Like Wemby, you're gonna get some minutes at the 3. Now you're gonna get some minutes at the 5. Now you're going to get some minutes running the offense, bring the ball down the court. We're just going to see what you're good at. Because in the end of the day, if we need to get big, let's throw you at the 3. Let's throw him a curveball.
When you got game, you already lost. You're not making the playoffs.
Exactly.
It's like, really let's just see what you can do. Like, because there was a point in the season where he was really getting minutes restricted. Like, why are we doing that? This is a rookie. Like,
I feel
put
like
him on the court, figure out.
That's all he is.
I get that, but now you're like stunning his progression.
Exactly.
Like we're not about to play scared when we have a guy that can potentially be a top 10 player of all time.
Exactly. I have a question. What position y'all think is taking over the league?
The big man.
Center position.
The big man.
I think the big man is making a comeback because for a while it was like the 3.
Yeah, if you look at the usage rate for centers back in 2010 to the usage rate, because I know there was like the highest usage rate was like a 27.5 in 2012 or in 2013. Mm-hmm. I think it was one of those years, the All-NBA team, the 3 big men that were on the All-NBA teams was Joakim Noah, Andre Drummond, and DeMarcus Cousins.
Is it because they're expanding out to the 3 and not so
they're
much
expanding
in paint?
Yeah, they're getting more, like that's what said, they're getting more skills. Nobody has ever played like Jokic. Nobody has ever, or even Joel Embiid, a big man hitting step backs, like he even trying to cross over.
Like we saw,
like no center's doing that.
And it's like when we get ready to see the evolution of the NBA, we always see that one player who starts it for everything. Like DeMarcus Cousins was the real big man that could bully you down low and stretch it out to the perimeter. Mm-hmm. Now we got guys like Cat, Embiid, Jokic, Sengun, Wemby, Chet. The line just goes down the line.
DeMarcus, you can say maybe Chris Bosh. Honestly.
Chris Bosh even. Exactly. Chris Bosh or even Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol was somebody. Exactly.
Y'all know the saying, true point guard, like we'll look at Chris Paul as a
Chris
true
Paul, Tyrese Halliburton.
What do y'all think a true center? What center?
A true center to now's game?
To now's game.
To be a true center, you have to be able to stretch the floor and you have to be able to protect the rim. Mm-hmm. And you have to be able.
Number one thing.
Those are the two best things. Back in the day, a true center would be score in the hole, get some rebounds, defend the paint. Exactly. But now it's like, okay, we've seen what having a good center can do for an offense, or not a good center, but a good modern center.
Somebody there.
Exactly. So that's why you don't see like Rudy Gobert, great player, but you're never gonna see somebody be like, yeah, we're gonna go far with Rudy Gobert as our best player. He needs to be like the second or third option on a team for them to succeed. Because he's a old school center. He's like, okay, I don't have an offensive game worth anything, but I'm gonna give you 12 rebounds a night, and I'm gonna give you 2.5 blocks.
Exactly. He gets the little dump offs, like they crash out, let them dunk the ball. That's all they really need from him. He can't. He can't.
Like
I feel like guards just need somebody to be there.
Yeah, you need. That's why the Mavericks traded for Daniel Gafford. He's the lob catcher, and they drafted Derek Lively. He's a lob catcher.
That's why the Timberwolves, the way they are built. When they got the 2 centers, one that's regular, normal, play like old school, then you got Cat that can stretch the floor. That's 2 options as a guard: drive, kick.
Yeah.
2 options, dish in the paint.
Yeah, every team needs like a dump off, like a player. Like that's why Aaron Gordon was so good in his role, and Aaron Gordon turned around and became one of their best defenders. Like that was like a 2-1. I think they really got him because they saw him as like. Rim run like baseline like Jokic gets double team, throw the lob to Aaron.
Yeah, because we've seen it plenty of times. You know, Jokic comes up to the screen for Jamal Murray. He gets the ball. He gets the ball on a roll. the defender comes up a little bit more, they leave Aaron Gordon, and it's a lob. We see the play like 2-3 times.
That's what
with
Derrick
him.
Jones Jr. is.
I'm gonna say that's another thing.
Literally.
When a center is out spacing the floor more, that keeps the defender, the center out
Yeah,
the paint. And
that's
that
why I
frees
was
it up.
saying like the Celtics could run a 5-out offense, and they could because you could bring Isaiah Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson out of the paint, and then you could have guys cutting, guys going off balls, people setting screens for each other. It's gonna make it really hard to guard because Kristaps Porzingis is a liability, or not a liability, but a threat beyond the arc.
Do you feel like Boston figured that out already?
Yeah, they've been doing it all season.
They have, but it's just like the whole thing is they got to stay healthy. And
Yeah.
they have to play. They have to meet. They have to play that well. Like I feel like sometimes they go into the game like
they don't want
the
it.
overwhelming favor. Like they go in the game like lackadaisical. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna beat them. Like we're gonna play good.
I
And
think.
it's just-
Go ahead.
yeah, and I think that's just a problem. They're not. You know,
Is it? You was gonna say something?
I think the best thing to happen to Boston today is to get blown out.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I think if Boston
humble them
loses by 20, 25,
need to
you're
light a
gonna
fire.
just like the Nuggets. The way they responded last night, that wouldn't have happened if both of these two games were close.
Exactly how I
They
expected.
would not have blown out the Timberwolves if both of those game 1 and 2 were close.
I was hurt when
So
they got blown out.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do not want to see the Nuggets win again. I've been loving that the past 5 years have been different champions. I've been loving that. So like,
Because our players are getting old.
yeah, literally. But anyway,
Man, but
I think the best thing that happened to the Celtics is they are losing throughout majority of the game because the Celtics, it was a close game throughout like 3.5 quarters. But the best thing that happened for the Celtics is they go down by 10, 12 early. They can't come back. And by the end of the fourth, they're down 24 and they lose.
we're gonna see how the Wolves gonna take this L because before that L, they were 6-0.
But this is the thing. I was worried about the Minnesota Timberwolves half-court offense coming into the playoffs because they were ranked bottom half of the league in offense. They had a great defense, but their clutch offense wasn't good, and their half-court offense was bottom half in the league. So they started playing a lot better in the playoffs, but now it's like, okay, I don't think it's too surprising to me the way they played on offense because we've seen a lot of that all season. So now it's like, how are they going to respond to it? Because they were playing extremely well, and I
don't
think
know
they can
what
get
happened.
back to that.
I don't know what happened. I guess because Murray he hooped.
Yeah, no, Murray was hooping.
And then not even being like delusional. When Murray hoops and Jokic do what he does, they're guaranteed to win probably
Oh, I saw this. It's
90% of the time.
this guy on Player's Choice. I think he's literally just the clip guy. Like, he makes such bad takes that he is just the guy that they just use for clips. For like, they're trying to bait people for interactions. He said Jamal Murray was more important than Nikola Jokic. Like, you are strictly being
But
Don't
you know
do it.
me.
No,
That's something I think about.
Don't do it, kid.
I say you know me. That's something I think
Because
about.
if that's the truth, then Jamal Murray should have been hooping. He should have been
Yeah.
to the playoffs and going far without Jokic. When he got there.
But look, we're not saying why do you always say without? Of course he needs him. We're not saying he don't need him.
Yeah, but he's saying Nikola Jokic is not as valuable as Jamal Murray.
Nikola Jokic is way
The
more
3-time MVP is not more. Is
3 and 4 years.
exactly is not as valuable as somebody who doesn't
He's-
have an All-Star appearance.
He's not. But
I'm gonna see if
y'all seen when Murray
I'm gonna
doesn't
see
do
if I can pull
well,
up that clip.
they lose. Like that's not even.
I
like,
get that. When
No,
Murray
they
does
don't
not play
lose.
well, they lose. Well, no,
But-
because he didn't play well at all in the first round.
They don't lose. It's just,
But look, Jokic, he does what he does no matter what. He's been consistent.
okay.
He's been
Let me
consistent.
find this clip. It's
Let-
literally
Murray, when he has a bad game, it changes the whole offense of the Nuggets.
No, it doesn't.
If that's the case, so then why do you give Jamal Murray more credit than Jokic when Denver won?
Because Jamal Murray been bailing his poker front running.
That's the case. So if you give Jamal
he's
Murray
literally
more credit than Jokic,
he's literally the clip guy.
I'm listening. Why aren't you giving Jamal Murray the blame when they
Listen
lose?
to what I said, young fella. Listen to
I
what I
heard
said.
you.
He's literally the biggest LeBron hater too.
He is.
Yes.
I'm right with him.
I already don't like him.
Jamal Murray bailing Jokic out. He ain't nothing but a stat stuff. He ain't nothing
Who?
Jokic.
is-
They ain't winning.
He ain't nothing but AD without Jamal Murray bailing
y'all might hate what he's saying, but you gotta listen.
No, I'm not. I'm listening. That's the thing. I'm listening. No, you're not. What we're not going to do is say Jamal Murray is more impactful than a 3-time MVP and a Finals MVP. He's not a stat stuffer.
The reason they win is because he gets his whole team
and then it's like I could understand if it's like. And we're watching the games. What Jokic is doing is not stat stuffing.
I'm not saying he's stat stuffing, but look, when Murray doesn't perform, I'm not saying they lose every game, but they don't win more.
They just beat the Lakers 4-1.
But
and
look
Jamal
what Murray
Murray
was doing. He might have. Like I said, he wasn't performing the first couple quarters. But look,
let's talk. Let me put this in your head. Jamal Murray did not have a single good game from game 1 to game 5 against the Lakers. He was very inconsistent. That game was still, every single game was still close enough for him to come down and hit a big shot at the end. Mm-hmm. When Jokic did not have a good game in game 2, it wasn't even bearable. But it was embarrassing.
It's rare.
It's rare for Jokic to have a bad game. So what are we talking about?
It's exactly when Jokic has a bad game. They're like Jokic have a bad game. Jamal can still play well. They're still gonna because that's how valuable he is in the team. Think about it. Because like I said, Jokic plays guard. If nobody else is getting like Jokic is not passing, you might say 5 turnovers. Jokic is not getting anybody else involved. They're not gonna play that.
We're not used to having bad games though.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's why Jokic is the best player. He has to play good.
That's why he's the MVP because he's consistent.
You proved my point.
Exactly.
But look, I'm not, bro. Forget it.
Forget it. You're not even making sense at this point, bro. Like
prime example, game 1 and 2, Murray got locked up. What happened? He played well, but Jokic did what he did the first 2 games. Did he not?
This is the thing.
Did he not?
Did
he not? They just blew him out at home.
The Timberwolves is the better team. They're better together. Like they're a better well meshed team than they were against the Lakers. That's why when Jamal Murray still played bad, that's Lakers' fault. The Lakers didn't capitalize.
Why do you think to take Murray only go crazy on the Lakers?
He doesn't only go crazy against the Lakers. He had a great finals.
But the reason why Murray wasn't even going crazy on the Lakers.
He gamed them twice.
Yeah,
but he also had bad games.
Exactly.
Like we can say, Jamal Murray gamed us twice. He did not have good games.
Exactly.
He was not playing
he only made 3 shots in the first 3 quarters and in the last quarter.
Literally,
he made
So how do you let somebody play that bad the whole game? They go crazy one foot. How's that not impactful?
But the reason it's not impactful is because Jokic is getting Jamal Murray shots.
Exactly.
Jokic is getting Jamal Murray shots. The reason Jamal Murray did not play well in game 1 and game 2 is because when Nikola Jokic was screening for Jamal Murray, they were like, okay, we're gonna take Jokic out of the play. Jamal, you make something happen. You make something happen. We're taking Jokic out the play. We're going to blitz you. We're going to cover Jokic, and you have to make something happen. And that's why he played like crap. That's exactly why he played bad.
And which series are you referring to?
In game 1 and game 2 against the Timberwolves.
They lost. They set
Murray
down and they lost.
They did not sit Murray down because exactly
you're
proving my point, Keon. I feel like I'm going crazy right now.
He couldn't do nothing, right? But when he do something, what happens?
I get it. No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm not going to sit here and say Jamal Murray is not important to the team. But to say that he is the most important player on the Denver Nuggets when they have a 3-time MVP out of 4 years is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Look, I'm not saying that.
And I promise you, I'm using
But I am saying that.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. We're gonna move on. I already got all the clip footage I need. This is going on the shorts.
I'm not even being a troll. I'm like real serious.
I know. The fact that you're dead serious. You are a clip guy now. You are a clip guy.
We not gonna do this.
You are a clip guy.
It's really embarrassing though, honestly.
Because like y'all did the same thing with Harden when y'all just tried to disrespect him that day. Last podcast, tried to disrespect Harden.
No, being a top 5 player.
I was in the comments of that video.
When he
I forgot all about T-Mac.
When he changed,
I was like, man,
forgot all about T-Mac. Let's look.
I never seen a player go down the court 50 times to do one move and get a bucket.
LeBron James.
You ever heard of
what was that?
Oh God.
Every time
we talking about shooting guards. Look, Harden? Look, I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep this short.
Harden really a point
I'm
guard.
gonna keep this short. That's the problem. That's another thing. He can run point.
LeBron can run point.
LeBron could run.
We're talking about shooting guards. Stop bringing up Braun and everything.
We talking about point guards now. That's what I'm just saying, bro.
Okay.
T-Mac can run point.
Because we lost sight of the whole topic.
T-Mac can run point.
This is the last topic.
T-Mac run point.
This is going to be the last topic of the show. Ranking the last 5 NBA champions, 1 to 5. Now, there are the 2023 Denver Nuggets. There is the 2022 Golden State Warriors, the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks, the 2020 Los Angeles Lakers, and the 2019 Toronto Raptors.
Yep.
Now, does anybody have their list made? Or
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead.
Hold on, wait. Before you start, please don't be this guy.
No, we already know how this is.
No. I'm gonna give you a reason why I got my ranking out.
Keep the reason short.
I'm gonna go 1 to 5 or 5 to 1.
Start top to no
5 to 1.
5 to 1.
bottom to top.
Yeah,
The bottom I got, bro. Honestly, I got 2022 Golden State Warriors. I don't hate that. I felt like that. I mean, Steph played the best. Like that was the first time Steph was like the best player on the winning a ring on his team. Like that was the only time I felt like he was the best player on winning his team. Oh no. 2015 he won too.
2015 Curry was
But I think if Jason Tatum would have played what I thought Jason Tatum could have played like in that series, I feel like it could have been closer. It could have went both ways.
The reason before you move any further, the reason Jason Tatum did not play well is because they blitzed him. They literally forced him out of the game.
But as one of the faces of the league, you gotta. I mean, that's what they expect you to do. I mean, they've done
superstars
that
see that all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
they do it to KD. They did it to LeBron. They did it to you should expect.
Yeah,
All right.
He wasn't ready for that pressure.
All right, moving on. I'm gonna go 2023 Denver Nuggets only because the Miami team. I just felt like they were bound to win. Like Miami, that wasn't really competition. Like who out here was thinking like, yeah, Miami, they gonna take this one.
Okay, forget going to Miami. Look at the run they went on. They
Yeah.
swept your team.
I mean,
Son, them the crib. And that's the Lakers.
keep going.
Okay.
We're gonna
All
get
right.
off topic again.
Next, then I got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Suns.
Okay.
Giannis versus Phoenix Suns. I don't know. I just feel like Milwaukee Bucks only got there because Kyrie got hurt and that they get versus the Nets. I feel like the Nets really would have won if Kyrie wasn't hurt and James Harden didn't play well anyway. Then the Raptors. Cause I feel like the Raptors. I really like that Raptors series because that was the best Kawhi I've ever seen, and nobody really expected. I know going into it. I know how good the Raptors was, but who really thought the Raptors was gonna beat the Warriors? And then Kevin Durant did get hurt, but still, I just felt like if Curry was playing how he was in 2022 when he won his ring against the Raptors, then the Warriors.
I mean, a lot of these rings injuries just made it
exactly.
walk in the park.
That's what you said about the whole league, though.
Yeah, you can say that
at
every
this
year.
point, when the injuries, it just happens. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I expect it every time.
The best 2020, the Los Angeles Lakers. Now I'm only saying that because I'm not saying because I'm biased and that's when LeBron won his ring. I mean, I could say that that's because one of the reasons. But if you go back and look at the bubble, that was the best basketball that was ever played. In the NBA,
They did play a god.
And it wasn't just LeBron. The Lakers were elevated. And all the teams, we talked about T.J. Warren stepping up. We talked about Jamal Murray playing like he was you thought he was Mike.
Dame dropped 61.
Donovan Mitchell, that series was so entertaining
The
because
Mitch?
them players was going at each other
Jamal versus Donovan Mitchell.
and that was early in the series. That wasn't even the final.
Yeah, that was round one.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I see why you put it up there.
Exactly,
I see why.
and then my king.
You know what's funny though? A lot of people don't count the bubble ring.
I would call them stupid.
Yeah, because they don't know basketball. Cause
They call it Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, people are like, yeah, that was a Mickey Mouse ring. If it was such an easy ring, what really gets on my nerves is the casual NBA fan would have ridiculed LeBron for losing in the bubble.
Exactly.
So now that he won, it's an easy ring. If it was so easy, why did the Clippers blow a 3-1 lead? And they're still talking about it today like, yeah, we didn't even want that ring for real because we just think it didn't have much credibility. No, you just lost,
Exactly.
bro. You just lost. It's simple as that.
And all NBA players across the league were saying even it was a clip of Jamal Murray in the interview saying that was the best basketball that's been played since he's been in the league. Literally. Because it was no
no
fans,
distraction. It was just
family.
hooping.
It was just literally just them playing basketball. Like that's just pure basketball. That's all. As fans, that's why I don't get people to say that. Like as fans, that's all we should want. It's just for them to play basketball.
Pure
I think
basketball.
the arena and fans play a role in there. But if you just talk about just hooping, that was the best. And that's my list. Hate me, love me, I don't care.
All right. So where I agree with you was the 2022 Golden State Warriors. Those are going to be at my number 5. That team is going to be at my number 5 because, one, they were kind of small with Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, and comparing them to the other 4 teams, I just don't think the team was as complete. I mean, yeah, you have Jordan Poole, who played really good in that finals run. Klay Thompson was solid. Draymond Green was solid. And Steph was obviously otherworldly. But I just don't think comparing to these other 4 teams that they had as much. Mm-hmm. At number 4, I'm going to be rocking with the Milwaukee Bucks. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't hate the Milwaukee Bucks team. I thought they were a very good team. Chris Middleton played his part very well. Drew Holiday was a great defender. I don't know if y'all remember in Game 5 when Drew Holiday ripped it up from Devin Booker and throw it up to Giannis. I remember exactly where I was watching that. But yeah, I'm gonna have them at 4. At number 3, I'm gonna put the 2019 Toronto Raptors. This is the best we have seen Kawhi play. Not gonna lie, but I just don't think the number 2 and Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry, whichever one you would say it is, I just don't think those number 2s are as good as the next 2 teams' number 2s because when we have Jamal Murray, who's played the way he did, and Anthony Davis, the way he played in the bubble. At number 2, I'm going to have the 2023 Denver Nuggets. I think that's a really good team as well, but in my decision to put these 2 next teams next to each other, I just want to look at how each other would play. You know, the Lakers had that year multiple defenders that they could have put on Jamal Murray, multiple defenders they could have put on Jokic. You have guys like Avery Bradley, Danny Green, Alex Caruso, who we won't talk about, all NBA defensive type of guy. And then you have guys Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. You know, they could have put Dwight Howard on Nikola Jokic, and Anthony Davis could have been the roamer. I mean, that's the reason we keep getting beat because AD's not a 5. He cannot guard Jokic, and Roy damn sure can't. So I'm not even going to get mad right now, but I have the Lakers at number 1 and the Denver Nuggets at number 2.
So y'all both think that
I think I think that was the best team.
So,
and if you want to be completely honest, I think the team they had next year was a better team than the 2020 Lakers.
So
it's just injury.
We're doing 5 to 1.
Yep.
I want to change my take. Listening to you, maybe the Nuggets not the 4. I'll play Nuggets at the 4. Maybe I think the Nuggets they should be higher on the list, but yeah.
It's all good. It's just basically like breaking it down as you go.
I don't know, man.
It's a lot of awkward silence right now.
I don't know. We gon'
just say what you think.
Yeah, just say what you think, bro. Ain't nobody gonna kill you.
No, I know. I'm gonna say what I want. But look, Warriors.
Okay.
We'll do Warriors.
Warriors at 5. Take your time. I'm trying to push this to be longer than an hour. I don't know how long it is anyway.
Bucks.
Bucks at 4.
I'm really going based on the runs because of injury though. Like,
I get that.
But it happens. It happens though.
That Bucks team was a good team though.
Yeah, it was still a good team. Like you have to play who's in front of you.
I think all the championship teams were good. They were all good teams. I don't discredit them. They were all good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I say?
Bucks.
I said Warriors, Bucks, Raptors.
Warriors, Bucks, Raptors.
Lakers, Nuggets.
I don't hate it. I could understand why.
Lakers, Nuggets. So the thing, I had to really think about it because I didn't take too much time to think about it.
Okay.
You missed a team. Warriors, Bucks, Lakers, Nuggets.
No, he said Warriors, Bucks, Raptors, Lakers, Nuggets.
Because Lakers could go with 1. I see why y'all put them up there. Because one thing about it, they're in the bubble. They're not traveling. Players are the healthiest they can ever be. They're not moving around. They're working there every day. Facilities. Lakers probably played the best Jimmy I seen since he been on Miami.
I mean, that goes back to early in the podcast when you talk about Jimmy Butler just can't be the best player on the championship winning team.
That's why we need KD. Y'all need to make that happen.
I wouldn't even say like the best.
We don't even need KD. We need something.
I wouldn't even say the best player. He just he cannot be the number one option on offense.
Because watching that series, I was mad. I was heated. I had Miami all the way.
Yeah. I was mad too.
But
he missed that wide
he just had so much on his back.
He did.
And I see why y'all say he can't be a number one because he tried his best. He's trying to guard both sides of the floor.
Oh, so now you see how LeBron was doing the last 18 years in the league.
But I would never say Jimmy Butler better than LeBron. But he had a lot on his back. But he did make it as hard as possible for the Lakers.
He did.
So
as hard as he could, at least.
But Denver abused all their competition all the way till they got to the finals.
No, they abused the Nuggets. I mean, they abused the Heat in the finals too.
I'm not saying they didn't.
No, you just said they abused all the competition until they got to the finals. You said until they got to the finals. No, they abused.
They
the finals too.
Miami wasn't healthy, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Who was hurt on Miami other than Tyler Hero?
Don't say only other than Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero not even that good, honestly. They should have traded him when he was at his peak, when he had all that, like, everybody wanted him.
Yeah, no, everybody thought he had, like, a ceiling, like a consistent all-star ceiling. Now that you kind of seen Tyler Hero's ceiling, the package
he hooped in the bubble.
He did. That's when they should have traded him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everybody put their best in the bubble. They should go back to the bubble to see the best basketball if they want to.
So we're not going to discredit him. I'm not saying he's a superstar or anything, but when it comes to Miami, he's a superstar.
He's nowhere near a superstar.
We are not even paying attention to a really close game. I've been watching it, but I just haven't been.
But Denver, I feel like they worked everybody. It was like not even close. Not even close. That Toronto, I want to give them so much credit.
Oh, for sure.
Because they beat a lot of.
They had a great run. They beat the Sixers, and then they beat the Bucks, and then they beat the Warriors. I mean, I think that Warriors team was still good enough to win that series even without Kevin Durant.
But when it come to all these teams though, because Bucks had a great run too. Giannis, that's when
they had.
Was that his MVP season?
What was that? 21? No, that was Jokic's first.
That was Jokic's first.
LeBron should have won MVP for the year.
Was he in? When he like close second though? He was in a race, right?
Giannis.
When Giannis is healthy, he's always in
the playoffs that year.
When Giannis is healthy, Giannis is always in the race.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
I think since like 2018, he's been a top 5 MVP.
He's always in it because I think he's very impactful. I mean, I don't know. I think his game style, I just can't really see it.
With a play with no bag, they could just go win like that is just.
I know that's what I said. I don't know the way he plays, like.
And he's also one of the best defenders in the league.
And I wouldn't say no bag.
No, he has no bag.
He just.
But no, I'm gonna stop saying no bag because LeBron talked about it on his podcast. He said he hate people saying having a bag and stuff like that. So I'm respecting.
Because I feel like people saying having a bag is somebody that can hit a step back and hit a three.
My bad, bro.
That's what they think a bag is at this point.
I think a bag is
it's something
that can like cross you over. Like I think it's like dribbling. Like
I truly think
footwork.
An offensive bag.
It's something that is adjusted to you.
Being able to pass out of doubles, being able to get offensive rebounds, being able to be a 3-level scorer. It's not just tween behind the bag. I feel like a real offensive bag is I can pass out. A lot of people cannot be double teamed because they don't know the right play to make. I feel like that could be something that is a part of an offensive bag. Something else, I can get 2 to 3 offensive rebounds in one possession. That is part of an offensive bag. I don't think the regular offensive bag is just, I'm fun to watch. Now I have a bag.
No, but that's what like people coming up now think of what a bag is. And when they think of a bag, they think of like Kyrie, like I have crazy footwork. I can spin off of you. I can cross you over and get a bucket anytime.
But if you want to think about that is a bag.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's a bag, but it's just like I don't think that's the only way. I don't think that's the only way we can think of having a bag.
I think what you're explaining is more how to be effective on offense.
I feel like a bag is something that adjusts to you. So like your play style.
Because if we think about it, Jordan Poole got one of the best bags in the league. If you really think about it, like if you watch him play, Jordan Poole has one of the best bags, or at least Golden State Jordan Poole had one of the best bags in the league.
I'm gonna give him one more year.
Even Bones Highland. Watching Bones Highland, he looks like he has one of the best bags in the league.
I don't know. I wouldn't put him. I wouldn't put none of them like.
But it's a big part when it comes to like offense, like because Cam Thomas.
No, he has a bag.
bag.
That boy different.
Oh, probably the greatest bag this season. Not being delusional. Jalen Green. He went.
Bro said, it was an 11-game stretch. It was an 11-game stretch.
He put himself on notice on a
He
weak team.
He did.
On a weak team.
But he
On a
was
weak
playing.
team.
No, the Rockets were not weak. If they were in the
almost-
Eastern Conference, they wouldn't even be a playing team. They would be like 6th seed, 7th seed.
The Rockets. I mean,
I wanted to ask that. How do y'all feel about the play-in? Do y'all feel like
I think
they should leave it alone, or it should have never been there?
I like the play-in.
I don't like it.
Because play-in saved a lot of teams, including Miami.
I don't. I mean, I think it. I mean, no, I don't like it because maybe I might be a little biased because what happened to LeBron. Because if you think about it, if we had a play-in, that means LeBron wouldn't have got swept, and that's not on his record. Like LeBron gets swept in the playoffs. But then if you think about this year, I feel like
Him not
the
getting there
Lakers
would've
could because we would have been an 8th seed, and we would have played the
Thunder in the first
Thunder
round.
in the
That's a
first
real
round,
good
and
matchup.
maybe me being biased, I think we could have beat the Thunder in the first round.
But the thing with when it comes to play-in, Miami always gonna be like 6th, 7th.
Okay,
See, that speaks to Miami. The East is weak. Why are you that low? at
this
the
is
top?
what I would say the only problem of the play-in is for me. The play-in is giving teams
Bad
a
teams.
crutch.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers are like, oh, we're in the play-in, we're fine. We don't need to play at a 100% level just yet because we are in the play-in and we're pretty much locked in, so we can go out and be lackadaisical
Another thing,
for the next 3 weeks.
Is it the 7 and 8 seed that get another chance if they lose?
Yeah.
That's another thing. So like, they really not going out with like, okay, let me win.
As a fan, I'm like, halfway on it because
I mean, I love competitive basketball though. Like I
Yeah.
love seeing it. Like
Like
them
in
compete.
season tournament was a great piece of the NBA. In my
yeah,
opinion.
I
in the
like
in-season
it.
tournament,
And you
I
know
like
who-
that.
And who won that? Yes, sir. King go.
We lost in the first round, bro. We lost in the first round. Anyway.
when we can, man.
Anyway, as a fan,
First
I'm
ever
like
player
torn
to
in between the middle because it's like I love the playing games. The playing games are one of the most entertaining games to watch. If you look back at the Lakers versus Warriors when LeBron hit that deep shot,
You say you saw
or
3 rims. Hey, for the middle one.
that quote made that whole shot just.
Like
I didn't like it.
Another thing
started
about
blushing when he said
LeBron.
that.
Another thing about
Really
LeBron.
great.
I'm not a hater, but he gotta stop lying.
First of all, he ain't never lied.
Somebody saw 3 rims. I knew he was lying.
LeBron ain't never lied. LeBron, he watched the whole game when Kobe scored 82. He read the whole book. He was just getting into the book. LeBron ain't never lied, bro. All you saying LeBron be lying.
All right, so
The Lakers. I mean,
this
not
has
Lakers, LeBron
wrapped
fans the
up
most hated.
the second show of the Lunch Table Sports Podcast. If you guys like what you're watching, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And we're out. Peace.